Hey everybody, I am going live because I wanted to start my daytime Fri-Yays with a focus kind of on health, kind of also since it's the holidays of getting things together for the holidays. Right now I am putting my beads together with my son sitting next to me, so you'll hear him. He's eating his lunch. Can you put your headphones on? What's wrong with you? Yeah, put them on your head. I just don't want copyright restriction on this because of his stuff. Hey, good to see you, Darren. Hey, Munir, good to see you guys. I'm sorry, I'm sorting beads, and yeah, I forgot to share myself out to my groups that I'm in and to my friends. But yeah, so right now I am sorting beads to make my oh goodness, can I say a few more times? My Christmas tree is, I guess you would say, aquas and teals and blues and whites and then silver. And it's kind of ocean themed because that was in honor of my mom. And unfortunately, she didn't get to see the tree made up. But right now what I'm doing is I have this wire, and I think my son moved the gauge so I could tell you guys what gauge it is. This is 18 gauge. It's a teal wire. And I was using pearls, which are fake plasticky. Actually, they're heavier than plastic, it seems like. But they're a nice, I'll show you guys, multi-pack. So I have some large pearls, medium size, and small. And I also have like crystals. I haven't done this in forever. I used to make bracelets, and just taking this stuff out, it's like memory. Yeah. But I also came on because I found something out for people who have lost their gallbladder. Hey, Bob, you inspired me. I got my beads out. Malachi just copied me and said, hey, Bob. You say, hey, Bob? Malachi, say, hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Oh, hi, WD Glock and Roll. Good to see you. So I got these. These are only 98 cents pearls. So I'm doing like a pearl and maybe a clear crystal base. Little, and then they'll have a ribbon. It's kind of my version of an ornament, and yet also in the shape of a candy cane. With my son, it's hard to put, candy on the tree because it'll disappear and end up in a mess possibly. But yeah, the wire came like this. It was 98 cents, so I'm not sure where I got it actually. It's 9 foot of wire though, for only 98 cents. I'm sure that's not 98 cents anymore. It's probably $1.09 with everything that has changed because I haven't gotten this stuff out. But you also can use this wire, which is in the floral section. I am not really sure what gauge it is. Hey, Tofu. And I was going to make some spirals too, inspired by Bob. And I have these really neat, I had them out last year, but I didn't get to finish. And you can also end it with a little charm. I have these really cute, aren't those cute? Starfish with little pearls to match. I have those. And I think I got this, how Bob and I like our thrift stores. I think I got just a bag of beads, but it also has crystals in it. I don't care if they're Swarovski because I'm not making bracelets. I do have stuff here, and I plan to make a bracelet for essential oil. If you guys if you love essential oils or certain smells, even you can do it with cologne. You get these lava beads and you put that essential. Yeah, maybe it is. I always forget that the gauge, I guess the number that's higher is the thinner. I'm not really sure because it's thinner than the 18 gauge that I have. I haven't done this in forever, Tofu. It's so good to see you. But yeah, you get a lava stone, and you can make a bracelet and just put maybe 1 or 2 of these on the bracelet, and then you put your essential oil into it, and it holds the scent for you longer than, say, on your skin. And that's just for, aromatherapy. It's not necessarily for anything else. Right? We have fun in the secondhand stores. I haven't been forever, and now with this scare about the kids, I'm really nervous to go to any of those, even be in crowds, and my daughter wants to go and see the, oh gosh, I hate the glare. My daughter wants to see oh, okay, it is thinner, the bigger number. Hey, Garrett. My daughter wants to go and see the boat parade, and I told her last time I went to the boat parade, I didn't get to see it, like, we had missed it because the traffic gets crazy. Like, we missed it, went by the time we got to our destination. And then the time before that, I know this might shock some of you, but I met my husband on a street evangelism team. Yeah, I said that. And thank you. I hope you're doing good too. I'm glad you've been well. Yeah, life is okay. We had our inspection today for our homeowners insurance. And if you have read anything, no, Malachi, get out from there. You need to eat your waffle sandwich, please. You're not stuck. Please come out of there. He's underneath here. This is why I don't usually go live. No, you're not doing that right now. I don't know if you heard what he just said. I really should plug in, but with watching him, I can't do that. Hey, no. Get your headphones. No. I don't want a copyright strike on this, please. Not that you would know anything about that. Can you go get your other headphones, please? No. Of course not. That's his favorite word, by the way. My son does not say yes. It's part of his autism spectrum diagnosis. It's actually on the test. Where was I? Oh, we had the inspection. Hey, brother. Good to see you. We had our homeowners inspection and I just found out that, it possibly might be okay to pass. Nobody wants to hear that, that they might not flag you for this, but our electrical panel, the people who made it went through class action lawsuits. I guess they were so bad, the company closed who made the panel. So we need an electrical panel probably coming up soon. Yay! This house has been a very interesting one. We thought it was the people that did it in. Oh, thanks. I'm still getting used to it. It's so short. Josh, look. That's all shaved there. But when that happened with Yossi's country, part anxiety, part repentance, I shaved my head basically. And then I had to go get it fixed because, I can't do the back too good. And she blended it all in really nice. The lady was really good. And she's got Supercut soap. But yeah, so I am nervous about what discounts or anything we're going to get on our homeowners insurance. If you've read, people are just, oh, thank you, Tofu. People are just moving out of Florida because of our homeowners insurance crisis because of the hurricanes. And of course, we just had one not too long ago that hit up northwest, I believe it hit, and it affects us all when that happens. And our insurance company that we have starts with a P, ends with a V. They're leaving. So we have to get new homeowners insurance even if we don't want to. Yeah, you need to turn that down or get your headphones, please. And you have to eat your breakfast, which is so late. You're really, yeah. I usually will feed him oatmeal in the morning because this takes so long for him to eat his waffle sandwich. I leave it kind of for last. So anyway, on to that. I don't know what's going to happen. It's in God's hands. But we might need an electrical panel. And that's kind of terrifying that we have an electrical panel that is iffy on the state's homeowners insurance. They kind of flag it. I'm going to drop the link because this isn't all about me today. It's about, kind of hanging out with friends. Oh, you know what I did forget to do? Hold on. I do have one of my, yeah, I forgot to turn that off. If you've been hearing an echo, I'm sorry about that. I need to edit the video before I drop the link. I forgot to put it as subscribers only mode. Okay. I hope I didn't kick anybody out. All right. There we go. That's done. And let me open A different window on YouTube. Yeah, drive safe, Josh. Be very careful, please. Nothing happening to you. Don't want that. All right. All back. Now I can drop the link. I couldn't drop the link before because I don't want any shows behind the scenes. Yes. Shh, no, wild. We're not going to turn that up while mommy's on. He has certain parts of things that he watches that he loves, and he'll play it over and over again, and he'll increase the volume and all kinds of stuff. So we'll see how this goes. I just don't want it to pull me off. That happened before, but I think I wasn't using StreamYard. I think I was using YouTube, and their AI picked up on this right away. Shh. Please keep it low. If you're going to sit here, you got to keep it low. I like you sitting here, though. It's nice. There's the link, Bob, if you want to come up, if you have time. So yeah, I found that out today. Found out too that we somehow have 2 tiles cracked on our roof, and nobody has been up on our roof. So maybe the guys who put our roof on cracked 2 on their way out. I don't know, but we have to have somebody go up and actually clean our roof. So that's a concern. We have to have that replaced and fixed before they do that, because we don't want the membrane. Okay, we don't want the membrane exposed. And even the inspector said that. He slid it back into place, but it looked like the adhesive concrete that they use was not adhering. Luckily that it was cracked, and also it moved, it shifted. He did say we could get a panel for the front door, and then we would have a hurricane panel. We would have the complete discount for our house for, I guess, hurricane preparedness, or, closing all the openings during a hurricane. My husband and I thought we had to replace the whole door. So that was good news. At least we can just go get a panel. And I don't know if you know, the Restore sells the panels. What in the world? I just put my little thing I was making somewhere. There we go. Anyway, so that was good news. Now on to what I found out about fibromyalgia and autoimmune. For those of you who have had your gallbladder removed, and they told you that that part of your body didn't really matter, they lied to you. They lied to me. There are studies coming out that people who have had their gallbladder removed have come down with, of all things, autoimmune, fibromyalgia, and even depression, and major depressive disorder. Because your gut, you have a gut-brain axis, and if you are not able to absorb fats correctly, your body breaks down those larger fats into smaller fats. It's a fatty acid our body makes from the fats. With those fatty acids, they go in, our body will go in and repair the lining of our gut. It will bring energy to our liver, and various things. But what also is happening is, because we have that constant drip of bile, basically, but it's not a full injection. Like your gallbladder, what it does is it stores up the bile. When you have fats that come into your system, it basically sprays them down, with all that bile, to break it down so your system can use it into those smaller chain, fatty acids. That's not happening. So you have not enough acid to also cleanse your body from any kind of bacteria happening. So you're having fermentation. So you may experience a lot more gaseousness, or, other issues, cramping because of the gas. Yeah, they lied. They lied to us. But, some of us, we had to have it removed. Because I guess there was no other option. And for me, there was no other option. My gallbladder was not emptying correctly. It was creating what they call sludge, which is a disgusting word. I wish they would, it's basically concentrated bile with particles in it and all kinds of nastiness, because it can't be broken down properly. It can't renew itself properly because it's not exiting. The bile that's in there is not exiting all the way, so it's being left in there, and yeah. Hi, Storms, Radios, and Cats. I put the link in the side chat. Right? Hello, Tofu. So many people have had that happen and they have no idea. And I didn't have an idea that it was completely connected until I was reading about fatty acids and our body making fatty acids and the necessity of breaking those, fats down into the, smaller fats, basically layman's terms, because I don't have a medical degree. I am not a doctor. I am not even a health coach. I maybe will get that one day. We'll see. But as soon as I saw that, it was like, ching, something, ting, boop, whatever you want to call it, went off in my brain. And I went, wait a minute. No, my body's probably not making those. What is the repercussion of that? Malnutrition. Like and you put on weight because you can't break down food properly. But yeah, my brain started churning and I just decided, well, let me look up if there's studies that say this is possibly related to fibromyalgia. And sure enough, some studies popped up. I'm going to talk to maybe some friends who actually do have, medical degrees and find out what they think of the studies. One, I found it's not really legit. It was really just, I would say it's an article and it's based on one patient. There he is. Hey, sir. How you doing?
Hey. Good morning.
So yeah, you inspired me. I even got out my little tools.
Coolness. Cool.
I like this little chopper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I sent all that stuff to my nieces overseas. And I got a bunch of it sitting over there. And tip
Cool.
for you for wire. Okay. Now it's just bland wire. Go to Tractor Supply, darling, and go to the electrical fence section.
Okay.
There's all the wire you could ever use for a zillion years. They have different gauges of it.
Okay.
They're about 40 to 60 bucks each for like
I need like
mile.
Yeah, I need wire, but I needed to put up my my grapevine. I have muscadine. It's really how do you say that? Scoopernog, because it's a white wine grape instead of the dark. They say the muscadine is just the dark. Cool, Bob. I didn't know could go there and get that.
Yeah, Tractor Supply. The stuff I got is aluminum. They also have galvanized steel, which is cheaper, but
does that,
and then sometimes they have
rust?
stainless steel wire.
Does the galvanized rust or no? Which one?
It prevents rust, but it's
Okay, that
stronger.
one prevents rust. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Stainless steel is the strongest, but
Yeah.
it's really expensive. Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I used to go just to make the spirals for my students. We used to just do the floral wire, but I wasn't aware of that. So that's a great tip.
Yep.
I wish I was
Save you some
aware.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, just show up with about 60 bucks in cash and you can grab one of these big spools,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I start making stuff again, I'll invest in that.
I
Right now
use
yeah,
I'm sorry, but I use wire for art all the time. All the
yeah.
time. I got two spools sitting right next to my chair all the time.
Yeah, for those of you who are maybe watching this in the replay and aren't some of my regular side chatters, Bob has been making these spirals for quite a long time, these ornaments, and he leaves them out to be found by people and brings joy to people.
Yep.
He's a big tough nugget, but he's got some squishy insides. Don't tell anybody. And I call people like Bob a toasted marshmallow. You would think he's all like crispy, crusty, and then he's got mushy middle.
Big tough prepper channel.
Yeah, big survivor prepper channel.
Actually, yeah, I'm one of the different channels that actually do the things that I talk about. I don't just I make it, I build it. Yeah. There's one of my most recent little spirals. I use these as tree ornaments outside.
I think that's great. And then if you're having problems with birds too, like eating your stuff, you can put a CD on the bottom of that, and that reflection kind of freaks them out
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
a little bit.
Here's,
Yep.
you want to see
Although
the current?
crows, I think, get used to it. They are not. They're so smart.
Crows are smart.
Yeah.
Crows will take, the crows will steal your CD and he'll put it into his
Yeah.
CD player.
Right.
Sit
Right.
there
The
rocking
CD
out in the
player he
tree.
stole
Yeah.
from somebody and pulled out of their car. Yeah, that's a crow, all right. They're wild. They are super smart. There was a I'm trying to think. Epic Gardening, I think, is the channel. It's a big channel. It's the guy out in California on San Diego.
Mhm.
He actually had a video where he showed that he was exchanging gifts. Oh, cool, Bob.
Yeah.
What are
Rain
the
chain,
shapes? Are
kitchen,
those
drink containers, old pharmaceutical bottles.
That is such a great idea.
That's a Clorox wipes bottle. You know.
Oh my gosh, you
Uh,
could totally like did you paint them prior to or once they were
no,
on?
I just left them as they are.
Oh, that's
You
like
know.
the label that I'm seeing then
Yeah.
maybe the
Yeah.
color.
Yeah, I don't know
Cool.
what the labels will do later, but this is one of them. Then I put beads between the wire that go between each one of those, and
You are so creative, Bob. It's unbelievable.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I love that. I'm totally stealing that idea from you. I will
yeah.
give you credit though, unlike other people on YouTube.
Oh yeah, well
Um,
get yourself a big spool of wire, and you already got the wire pliers, so you're halfway there. Yeah.
that's awesome. I love that idea. I think
Mhm.
I would spray paint the bottles in the colors that, I want to use. Like that would be a great for a Christmas tree. That's great.
Sure. Anytime. I'm
Instead of that
I'm
tinsel stuff,
I'm gonna hang this up
like
in one of the trees in the backyard, and the way I cut the plastic is a good old good high temperature um, wood burner. You know,
okay.
it's kind of nasty, but you just
The
cut the
smell, yeah,
plastic
I
with a
know.
wood burner, and so yeah, go at it.
I've done as far as plastic smells, but I put it outside. I used to melt some of those beads that the pony beads into I have these dishes that are shaped like leaves. They even have
Oh yeah.
like this how do you say it? Like the veining
Hmm.
sticking up. So when you put the beads in and you melt them in like a toaster oven, which I stick outside because it smells so bad,
I bet.
it creates the veining. It's so neat. I did that with some of my students, like homeschool students. We did it and I put it out on the patio and they loved it. It was really a fun project for fall. We did it. And then we just strung them up. I'm trying to remember. I think I drilled a hole in them is how we got the hole to hang them. But yeah, I cannot believe. Did you hear what I was saying about the fibromyalgia and the gallbladder?
Yeah, I heard that.
And
Mhm.
also major depressive disorder was one of the and it totally explains like I have not been myself besides the stress. I have not been able to handle stress like I used to.
Mhm.
And now I know why. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
in my experience and opinion, anything that's an invasive procedure,
mhm.
you're going to have long-term effects from it
Yeah.
until your own body can fight it off or readjust but
Yeah, and that's just it for readjustment though. We have to
uh-huh.
take stuff and sometimes they don't emphasize the enzymes that we need to take, the bile salts that we should be taking. In fact, they even, the more I looked up what could I do about it, like I remember I did take ox bile before, like an extract that was in an enzyme. I think Now makes one that's pretty good, and I need to go and get that again. The problem with it was like a horse pill. It's
Oh yeah.
awful. It was awful. Here's what I got so far, guys.
Right on.
And then
Right
I'll
on.
just put a little ribbon up on the top.
It's a wooden bead, and I'm using my wood burning kit on a
Oh,
wooden bead.
cool.
I'm just like, uh,
I love
make
that. You could like maybe I wonder if the wood bead's big enough you could personalize it a little
sure you
bit.
can. Sure.
I like
I've
that
I've
idea.
already experimented with these things. You can wood burn in anything, and then you can like take them and I like using boiled linseed oil, and you can drop them into boiled linseed oil and it
Okay.
changes the color and
After
hardens
you
it.
burn it, you mean? After you burn
Yeah,
it, you drop it?
or even
Cool.
just as it is, just drop it in boiled linseed oil, and it changes it to a little bit darker color,
That's
and
pretty.
yeah.
I like that idea a lot. To
Now
make it
all
personalized.
these creative stuff that I do, if I could just make $1 million at it, I'd be set for
Right? I
life.
know. I'm so glad that actually my mom was like, you need to get your education degree too, darling.
Yeah,
I'm so glad she talked me into that because
yeah.
I definitely needed something on top of
hmm
just my fine arts degree.
Yeah. Well, we're doing that with our daughter right now. She is a painter. She's an artist, and she's
Mhm.
making a living.
No,
Yeah, uh, yeah, with mom and dad's help. But
oh,
yeah, I'm of the mind it's like you need a backup, honey.
yeah. She should if she really enjoys art. I mean, there is and since her mother is so brilliant
hmm
too, and of course you are, but I meant genetically, she's got some of that brilliance in there.
She does. Yeah.
There's art therapy. She should think about going in for art
Oh,
therapy.
that's
She'll get a fine arts degree and the therapy to back it up, and they get paid quite well.
well. I've
I
never
just
thought of
didn't.
that.
I was not a psychology major. I have this little ding ding. I think that's a little too much, though. I'll leave that for a spiral. I'll leave this as is.
Yeah.
But
Right
yeah,
now we're helping her, but I'm not allowed to talk to her about it because Dad's an old asshole. You know. Well, I am. It's like look, honey, you need to get a freaking job. Okay.
yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what daddies are for, though.
I
They are
know.
the
I know, but
realism they bring into.
oh, yeah. You need to get a job. Go to school or get a job.
Yeah,
Period. Yeah.
yeah. My daughter. I feel so bad for her. We didn't realize that. Oh, there's storms. We didn't.
Hey
Hey,
guys.
Barry.
Hey, we didn't realize her profession was going to be so overloaded. Like it's really hard to find a job down here, and they want
Oh,
like weird medical experience that it's like, no, you can't really ask for that. That's a totally different degree than esthetician. That's not.
what's an ed what?
Esthetician are the people who do all the facials, prep after and before for dermatologists,
Oh,
for that's what she wants to do. Oh, no, don't do that. No. Don't. He just shifted the whole table on me as I'm getting ready to grab my coffee. Don't shift the table, please. No. Yeah, for dermatologists and also for plastic surgeons. That's what she'd like to do. How you doing today, Barry?
okay.
Not too bad. Not too bad. If I get a phone call, I'll mute, and it'll probably be Randy because I'm supposed to go out do some shopping.
Uh-oh, my daughter is messaging me. Oh, okay.
How you doing, Bob?
Yeah. I'm doing good. Just trying not to freeze to death out here.
It's warm here, man.
I hate you.
A lot of people do. Stand in line.
We just made this for Bob. We're crafting while we're chit-chatting.
Yeah.
I just came from Create with Becca. Sheena was on there, and she said, I'm freezing. It's cold here. I said, it's warm here. She's like, I'm going to Barry's.
Yeah, there you go. It's closer to
Going to
Florida.
Barry's house.
Becca's over
Sort
there
of.
trying to set me
I
up
forget
over
what
here,
state is Sheena in right now.
right above Bob there.
Oh, yeah, she needs to. Stop, Malachi,
Sort of.
please. No. Yes.
Sort of.
Oh, she's up in Canada.
Sort of in his general area.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, wow.
Can't think of the
Yeah,
state
she
name.
definitely is cold.
Yeah.
Or Sheena. Yeah. Oh, I have some glass beads in cool colors too. Gotta love a thrift find. This might have even been given to me by somebody. Because I know I didn't. Oh my goodness. This still has like the Fire Mountain Gems label on it. Fire Mountain Gems is a great place to get beads too, but it's for people usually who get beads for making
Yeah.
jewelry. Look at this
Oh,
glass
okay.
bead, Bob. How cool that is.
Coolness. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
going to
huge,
use.
isn't it?
I'm going to stick with the program and make. No, give me my wire. No, sir.
Yeah, I took and brought and sent a whole bunch
2
of that kind
seconds.
of stuff for my nieces, and they left it all at my house. And the wife and I was kind of hurt at first, and she goes,
Yeah.
"Hun, you have to remember how tough the schools are here.
Mm-hmm.
These ladies are in the kitchen table studying from dawn till dusk every day. They just don't have time for arts and crafts." Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I get that, because that's
Yeah.
a fact. My nieces, when they were younger, I'd
Mm-hmm.
come and say, "Hello, ladies, good morning," and they're all at the kitchen table with books cracked
Studying like
open, and they're
crazy.
reading and reading and reading. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I wish
I
I
w
was kind of brought up that way, but I also struggled so much not knowing I had issues in school, like that were probably genetic. I would say the ADHD was the autism spectrum stuff. Definitely, there's a genetic component for sure. Please turn that down right now. No. Yes.
the private schools are a lot easier, but we spent the money to send all the girls through. Private schools are tougher. We
Oh
spent the
yeah.
money, and yeah, it's Asia. I
The
mean,
Catholic schools are excellent.
hmm
Private schools, even if you're not
yeah,
Catholic, a lot of people send their children to Catholic schools to get that
hmm
education.
hmm
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Thank you.
they're Asian. It's different over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's different.
I get it. I get it. Let's see. Just stopping in to say hello. I'm taking my owner.
Barry, did you get that wood stove all sorted out? I hope.
No, he still hasn't taken it out.
Oh my.
Oh.
Thank God you have your heaters, your other heaters. It'd be freezing.
Mm-hmm.
Turd. Oops, sorry. I said
Oh,
that.
this whole week is supposed to be in the 60s, so I'm not really complaining too much.
No, that's pretty great weather.
Overnights will be in about the mid 50s, right up until next week.
You're almost in our zone, except for ours is like 80. It gets up to the 80s in the day. Please turn it down. No. Yes.
Our weather's been really out of whack here. So
yeah, I
I'm not
think
complaining.
everybody's is, because I was complaining to Glenn that he got to move zones. Like his, can I have that? His zone went up to, I think it was 10A. He was in 9B. And I was like, there's no way they kept my spot at 10B and didn't shift it to 11A. I said, it has changed so much even since I've been here the 14 years that we've been in this house. I'm like, we don't get chill hours really at all here. And if we do, it's like one night, maybe two at the most. And we're talking like, lowest it's ever been maybe is 30s here, which is way low, but it's like a day. And then the next day it's back up.
We had a little reprieve here in Seattle. The last 2 nights, it did not get below freezing. But we've been ice all over the cars and everything for quite a while now. It just,
yuck.
I don't miss that in the
Not your
spring and
favorite.
summer. Don't miss it. I don't miss it.
Randall said he heard a loud smashing sound outside of his door, and he went out to look, and looking around at first he didn't see anything, and he looked over at his car, and his driver's side window busted.
Oh,
so cold it
terrible.
got. I've never heard of that happening, and I swear up and down somebody did that to it, but
somebody probably did.
Couldn't see anything out of the way, but
that sounds like somebody might have done that.
Somebody might have tried to get into his car and get what he's got,
Nothing in his car.
Oh, okay.
No, I ride in.
It doesn't take much. When we were in Philadelphia, they took my grandmother's thermos.
Wow.
They broke in to take her thermos. That was it.
They broke into my car at Boeing and they took a pair of gloves. And they left me behind some coupons.
That's almost where you like if it wasn't for the broken window or whatever, you would actually feel really bad for that person that they were that desperate.
Yeah, that was the first. That year, that was the first snow we had of the year. and they smashed my window to get the gloves out. Then they left me some children's sunglasses and some coupons in the front seat. I was
Odd.
like, oh, gee, am I supposed to be grateful now that I get to drive for
It
40
was a
minutes
treat.
in the snow? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Snow
you.
with
I want to
a
say so
broken
many
window.
horrible words. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Thanks for the coupons.
yeah, I would have horrible words too. I mean,
Mhm.
Well, your camera's off. You can give the finger, Bob.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. That's what I want to do to that fellow or whoever it was who broke my window, and I had to drive in the snow, blasting inside the car the whole way. So we're
Yeah,
going
he went
about
out
10.
and got. He went. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It was about all the traffic at that time of year goes about 10 to 15 miles an hour, because of the ice and everything, and then add a broken window and a long commute on a sunny day. It was like, I had a few choice words for that fella who smashed my window out. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
reckon
starting to wonder
he
if I
got.
should just risk it and do like anyone can come in during daytime lives just to see what the troll factor is.
Remember, 10
Because
p.m.
I
10
don't
p.m.
turn off new like people who come in and say, "Oh, they're doing crafts," or "Oh, that looks like fun." Oh, they see, and they can't come in and participate in the side chat. I just don't want to get any little smokies in the background here with
Yeah.
me.
10 p.m. is the magic hour for the drunks to come out of the woodwork, man.
Yeah,
It's just
that's right. I remember you saying that, Bob. I always.
Yeah.
So I'm always in prime time where they've already had about an hour to drink on the East Coast, or more if they're, start at 5, getting off of work and they start. Look, I've put the little. Oops, this way.
There you go.
Cute. I think this is fun. Oh, Bob, I like this so much. I'm so glad you reminded me to bead. That I had beads. I forgot about these. I must have gotten them to do just this for the tree.
Oh, look at that cat. Oh, that cat's. Oh, I'm going to go back to sleep. Okay. It's daylight, time to sleep.
It melted onto the TV. What is that? Oh, the heater.
The heater.
Would
Yeah.
that cause a fire? Like kitty cat fire?
No. It draws air at the bottom and then it blows the heat out here at the. You see where it's red?
Yeah, I got
it.
Smart cat.
So it's it's blowing it directly.
You can run this all day and hold your hand on there. And it's not even on the controls.
Yeah. Any funny smells though, you'll know what it is.
Yeah. Then I got a nice feature. It does have a lock.
What?
It does have a lock. So while he's laying on the buttons, I can just press the button.
Little snake.
What's he doing? He's probably there. We go.
Thank you.
He's stopping you from turning it off.
There we go. I know. I locked it. I locked the controls. You hold the button down and it locks it so we can't push the buttons on the top.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go hang this rain chain up outside.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd like to make a rain chain.
Yeah, tofu. I wish it was that easy. I got plenty of cats that power a bunch of heaters.
That would be, I wish you could power it with one of those Jackeries. Those are so expensive even for us. I would love to get one.
Believe me. My solar still isn't enough. I mean, I need more panels and a bigger battery. I don't want this up on no 80 degrees because it is warm outside. It's just chilly in the house.
I hear you. I am so excited though to hopefully get to try and repair my gut and see if that will help alleviate the fibro, but also my digestion.
Yeah.
Hey, GT Junior. Rose in Alaska in the house. Okay, that was really lame. GT. That's how he says it. GT. I can't do that. Sort of can, sort of can't. Sounds weird when I do it. How you doing, GT? We're crafting and chatting and was just talking about, I don't know if your wife has ever had, your beautiful wife, ever had her gallbladder out, but they're finding that it is related to autoimmune and what I have, fibromyalgia, because we can't digest create fatty acids from digesting fats completely. And also it can cause disease that permeates into our bloodstream because we don't have enough acid that's breaking.
Shawnee, hey.
Hey, Shawnee. Cool. Yesterday I was putting my hard red wheat in. I have gotten 2 huge of those. What do you call it? It's like a mason jar, but it's got the flip top and the seal, a removable seal on it. I was putting that away, and for some reason I was just like, I haven't looked up the family name in a while, and wonder if there's any more research about. My maiden name was Mullen. So, out of the blue, I just look it up and find out that we might have been the ones that ran the mill, or we lived right next to it. So we were grain millers, possibly is where the name came from. And here I was putting away hard red wheat berries at the same time. Wow. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. I wonder if my ancestors can see me from heaven. And
isn't that cool how things work like that?
Yeah, I felt like it was like a kiss from heaven, like a kiss from the past to the present. But hopefully I'll start making bread soon, milling my flour. Shh, baby, thank you. You're so cute, but boy, are you a noisemaker. My constant noisemaker, but that's okay. I get used to it, and I sometimes can shut it out, just like I could with my
Oh, Mama, those are happy sounds. I'd rather hear that than.
Oh, thank you.
That's why I was.
Yeah, he's watching. Oh, he's watching. I think What are you watching? What's that? Are you okay, monkey? You're watching a monkey, but what is that? Are you watching Baby Mozart or Baby Einstein? Baby Einstein? Okay. I hope that was an answer and not just echolalia. He is starting to say things that are actually appropriate for the moment. Like, he asked to go home, not once, not twice, but it was 3 times when we were out with our old best man, because our best man is, how do you say it, like a city politician, so he can talk more than I can. And it was Theron and him were catching up. They hadn't seen each other in years, and Malachi goes and says that in my ear, and I'm like, did you just say let's go home? And it's like appropriate, like yay. I'm so glad, because that was my prayer, that he wouldn't be completely nonverbal when they said about the fetal alcohol and the autism together. There we go. This one's kind of neat with the colors in it. I kind of like that
colors
with the starfish. It goes with my that one's a bigger one. It goes with my tree that's these colors and kind of an ocean theme. Might end up taking the end off. I'm not sure.
But with your son and you are working with him, he's reached a stage where he's starting to be a little more verbal, because it's not just being on the spectrum, but just the fact of his age. It's more they communicate more.
Yeah.
And I'm paying attention, like when you say he does certain things, kind of put it all together. And I'm like, yeah, because I've seen this,
with other kids on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 9 now, and I was, as a mother, you always hope for more, because you worry about their future. You look forward and you think of things to come. And I remember that with Hannah, like when she was young and she wasn't talking, I wasn't sleeping because I was up trying to research it. And I remember one time my husband said, like, oh, you used to be like addicted to our old computer. And I'm like, is that what you thought? I'm like, I wasn't online with people. I said, I was online researching for our daughter to get her to talk. Like, it's amazing what happens when you don't communicate with people, like the assumptions that people can make. Even my own husband, who was close to me and heard me, kind of worried about it. He just thought I was like maybe in chat rooms or something. I don't know. God bless him, because he didn't say much about it back then.
My stepdaughter, Rebecca, didn't talk until I came into the picture. Like, she barely talked, and she wouldn't give complete sentences or say what she needed or anything like that.
Oh, wow. That shows that you were putting in the time with her. You hear sound? What sound? Shadow. Are they showing the shadows? It's spooky in the cave. Yes, shadows in a cave are spooky. You're right.
See, there you go.
He watches George. Yeah, that's from George, seeing things at night time. But I don't know the cave one, if that's George. But that helps him. Like, people now are like, oh, I don't want my child on their device and blah, blah, blah. God help the kids that are visual, you know, that they need that repetition for themselves to see it. Because maybe they have slight dyslexia, or they just are a visual learner, because we're all different learners, is what I think. Like, this big move. I mean, it's great. Absolutely. Put in the time and everything and read them books. Absolutely. But don't totally negate technology that's there that gives them a little bit more power over their learning style. But with Malachi, I struggle with paper, because he has a sensory issue with paper, that if I do projects with him, I have to immediately put the paper up that we just did, because he'll crumble it or rip it up or eat it.
Huh.
So, ooh, what's that?
Still too hot. I turned it down a little.
Oh, GT, appreciate you listening. It's just a pretty low, I say laid back day. Not here ever, but seems like it for other people, or they're rushing around because it's the first of the month. But yeah, I don't know what Yosi was saying, something about I need to get him something for his PayPal. I told him I would, but I haven't heard from him again. I hope everything's okay over there. Can't imagine what they're going through.
He left me a comment the other day, and shortly after the event, and I know he's well trained. He knows what he's doing. So.
Oh yeah, he totally knows what he's doing, but I just don't know what they can get a hold of, and like if they're,
doesn't keep you from worrying.
What was that?
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Barry?
It doesn't keep you from worrying. I worry about him all the time,
Yeah.
I know that he knows what he's doing, and I just wished him well. That's really not much more that I could do,
Yeah, I told him we missed him. It hit the lives on Friday. Like, right? Oh, I know why he didn't. I'm a dork. I know this. He didn't answer me because by about 11 o'clock, and now it's even earlier my time, he goes into Shabbat, sundown. Sundown in Israel starts Shabbat, and he can't. He's off all technology and using any kind of electricity. I was kind of happy to see in our neighborhood, we have a lady that has family that's over in Israel, and her husband is on the board. Like, they serve on the board here. Nice couple. She must have had some input, because our trees up front this year are not red and white lights. They're blue and white. They're the color of Israel, blue and white.
Yeah.
And I know they probably already have, like, well, Hanukkah comes first this year, in case anybody would complain. But I was happy to see it. I was like, good for you, being brave right now.
Yeah.
There's Israeli flags that popped back up again. So
near you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I think they're trying to have a narrative going on about America because of, what they're showing on TV. But I think there's more folks, and also what they're planting on social media. Definitely think there's more people that want to see Israel not have to deal with that anymore. But also there are Christians like that are stuck in all places. And Christians and Jewish people actually have been cleansed from more areas than anybody. Like when they're like, oh, it's cleansing. Excuse me, look at your own nations that are run by that certain religion. They've cleansed more Christians and Jewish people than any other countries have. So yeah, it's like a backwards propaganda there.
I had a discussion on one of my Filipino friends' panel. I was there with a British, an Australian, and 2 Americans. And the first thing the Australians always do is, "Oh, you Americans, you're all failures." And I said, "Well,
No,
I had a discussion. I had a discussion. That how many hours a day do you watch news?"
Yeah, especially Sky News.
Yeah. And oh, no, we need to stay informed. That's what they're telling you. They are telling you to keep consuming this harmful bullshit. Turn it off. Well, I only watch it a few. No, turn it off.
Keeps you angry.
Yeah.
That's what I forget where they said that's actually
that
something to do on purpose. Go ahead, Bob. Sorry.
Yeah, but it brings you back the next day for your second dose of anger.
Yes, exactly.
But I had and the Englishman. Well, what, you want to be a misinformed so and so? Yeah. Because
if it's an emergency, we'll find out. We have friends.
Bingo. Yeah, that's what I told them. Yeah, they'll text our phones, or the sirens will go off if the Mount Rainier is going to explode. Yeah. Everything else is within my scope, my scope, because that's all I have any influence or power and control over is what's inside my area.
Yeah.
How you doing, Moon, over Miami? You doing good today?
In the beginning, I was looking more online, and I had to stop with what's going on over there.
Yeah, I did.
Like you said, I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do.
It's a self-preservation measure for myself. It works for me.
Fly, Bob? What do you think?
It'll fly. You put enough thrust, honey. You put enough thrust behind a brick, it'll fly.
What about resistance in the back? Should I bend up the back a little bit like that?
No, Scott. No, don't go to 6th generation fighter plane yet. Just start off at 3rd generation. Yeah.
Oh, they always crash and burn mine.
Well,
I'm like the world's worst.
That's what they're called, trial
maker.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the aerodynamics of airplane making for paper at all. For anything, really. I'm not a plane maker very well. Yeah. That's okay. My son usually crumbles it up within seconds anyway. He just wants to see it fly, and then after it does,
simple one.
Just leave that to Boeing and Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of folks who are very good at that. Yeah.
Thank God.
Have you ever made a flutterfish? It's something fun for your kids to try to do this. A flutterfish out of paper. Okay. I'll just use a paper towel here, and I'll have to cut a piece off. It's real simple. It'll keep. I remember I used to do this when my kids were little and were standing in line somewhere, and they, Yeah. Here we go. I'll just cut a slice off of.
I made you airplanes over there. Over there on the floor. Over there on the floor. Oh, maybe it went under something.
Okay, let's start off with just a strip of paper. Just bring it about in half.
Don't come up
like
here
this.
if I don't know your name, and don't give yourself a nickname either, because I'm going to ban you from my studio. I just banned somebody, Fibro Paul. Sorry.
And just make one simple cut on one side of the paper,
Yeah.
and then turn it around, make another cut on the other side of the paper, like that. Not all the way through, about halfway through, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Take the two pieces, connect them together, and the cuts.
Oh, yeah.
And you made a little flutterfish.
Cute.
I need better scissors, really. Just a sec.
So the trolls are out at this time of day.
Are they? Yeah.
Yeah. Fibro Paul just tried to join the panel.
Fibro Paul. Oh, okay.
He wasn't even in chat.
Wasn't even in chat. That's
just another penis. A penis
Probably
cranium.
would have been if I didn't ban them immediately. Yeah.
There's your flutterfish right there.
Yeah.
2 little cuts, and then hold it up over your head and drop it. See if I can get it on camera.
Oh, it
flutters. It flutters as it falls. Oops. Ah, darn it.
It might not, since it's not paper and it's paper towel, maybe.
It did a little bit just before it hit the floor, but
exactly.
Need to be up on a ladder or something. But trust me, these things. It's a quick, simple thing to teach your kids. Or
I love that.
You can make a flutterfish, and while you're standing in line waiting to get it, whatever, and just throw it in the air, and then go, okay, disappear, child. No, you go play with that.
Give me a moment. Let me finish my grocery
look,
shopping.
There's a freeway out there. You can take this and flutterfish out of it.
And the overpass. Hey, Homestead Aquarius.
Hey, Homestead Aquarius.
There once in a while there would be what's called a down day in manufacturing at Boeing, and I would make a few of these and take the elevator all the way up to the top of the building. It's like an 80-foot drop, and I'd make a few of these and then throw them off over the factory floor, and some of the people on my crew would be up there looking. And I remember this one lesbian. I liked her so much, man. I get down from that, and she just goes, "Bobbert, you're a booger picking moron."
That is so not nice.
Thanks, Shelly. Yeah. Right on.
Oh, I just read Homestead Aquarius's comment all wrong. I thought he said we don't need those shrinking sausages, which sort of worked as well too,
Yeah, I think most men would agree with that comment, and some women too. Yes, indeed. Indeed. The only sausages I need are in my freezer, and it's kibasi, and I cook them and under the broiler.
If you want to put yours in this hot oil, feel free. Go ahead.
And you want me to, fillet yours and put it under the broiler? I mean, you.
Most ladies only need one. That's all they need. Just one.
Yep. Exactly. Sometimes we don't even. Never mind. It's daytime TV here.
Yeah, I gotta try to behave myself.
And Jesus is listening. Christmas is around the corner. Gotta behave. Gotta behave. I'm making another one. I'm switching it up a bit. I wasn't thinking, and I put the pearls next to the starfish, and it fits better with the bicone crystals next to the starfish. I think they go into those little crevices better. Oh, there we go. It's crumbled up. I just looked over, and he's done with it already. But at least he found it, and it didn't go under the sofa. Had what was that, 30 seconds, I think, guys? I'm not sure. 30 seconds of fun. Okay, you done with it? Yeah, let me see. I don't think I have scissors. No, I don't. So I can't try the flutterfish, right? That was not nice.
No.
We don't throw it, Mommy. Can we get that? Give that to Mommy. Thank you. You want to say hi?
Say hi.
Okay, you're just going to say hi like that? Okay. Usually he'll come on and say hi. Yeah. Hi.
Let's play.
Yeah. I don't know what people are up to today. Last Friday, it was like a busier day on here. I didn't mean to go up against anybody, Barry. That wasn't, I just did a podcast.
No, you're fine. And she had two, actually, she had 2 lives, but first one was without StreamYard, and the second one, she was trying to get a couple others to come up, and they're all on the road right now. So
Oh, yeah. So everybody's driving and doing
yeah,
stuff too.
I already told her. I said, "Well, I've got I thought he would call by now, but I don't know. He had a lot of things to do."
Yeah, I hear that. I did a lot of my cleaning yesterday thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, if the inspector was going to come in and check out corners and things like that. I don't know. I was cleaning outside, forgot to like clearance around the perimeter of the house a little bit more. Oh, well, he was fine. He said, it's fine. It's fine. No big deal. It's not going to give me any. I even said, I hope the downspout's okay because the neighbor's son ripped it off. No, do not get into that. Malachi just looked up and discovered this is on my table.
Oh,
Santa gingerbread house for Florida.
oh, cool.
Yeah, it's got palm trees.
Oh, just check my brother-in-law's Facebook page. Boy, he cleaned up around our house. Really nice, man.
Nice to have a brother-in-law to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I told you guys before, he's a solid guy. He's a good man. You know,
That's good. It's good that you married into a good family, Bob.
I agree.
You deserve that after the stuff.
I hear horror stories from some foreigners and stuff, but it's like, well, you just didn't take the time to really get to know her, dude,
Yeah. To know that she, already had somebody over there that you're helping support too. Those are the ones that are so scary.
Yeah.
That, I can't imagine.
Yeah, well, as you guys saw when I went live the other day, a lot of my friends are Filipinos, and yeah, I hear from some guys who either want to go there or have been there and was misconceived, and it's like, man, just take your time. I talked to mine for 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was wise.
That's
wise. Any long distance kind of relationship.
Oh yeah.
Especially now in this day and age. Long distance online.
Yeah.
I can't imagine dating in this day and age. Like, no way.
Oh no, I don't want nothing to do with that stuff. I'm done. I'm so done with that,
Yeah, I say that to my husband. He doesn't believe me, but I'm like, I don't know if I would want to get involved with anybody. The life insurance is really good. I don't know if I really. Although, I need somebody to help me open jars and stuff like that. So, help me.
Hey, Pastor McClarty.
Heavy lifting.
Oh wow! Installed some solar lights around outside. Oh, man!
Oh, you just broke up for a second. You're back.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's even installed some solar lights outside the house.
Oh wow, nice.
I'm bringing a couple of the ones that I have outside my place, but these are like nice,
Yeah, I need to do that. Get our lights up that I had got, and
yeah.
I still haven't gotten to do that. Our pastors come in. He's still our pastor, even though my husband goes to a different church with Malachi now because there wasn't enough tithes to support the rent of the building.
Uh-huh.
It was so sad. Like COVID really closed a lot of churches. It really did. A lot of churches are struggling after COVID because people got used to staying home and having, that weekend at home, which I don't blame them. I'm at home. I've struggled and now I know why. It's probably my gallbladder. That's another thing. Fatigue is listed after the fact when they take it. Oh, I guess he got his phone call. He said he was waiting for Randall to call. So I don't know if they got errands.
Yeah, I heard him. Yep.
Oh, did you get your phone call?
No.
Oh, just popped off.
Just pushed the wrong button.
That happens to me a lot.
I was trying to do this.
I was saying goodnight or something with Maureen and almost did the same thing.
This is what we're looking at out here today.
Oh, gloomy day. I don't like them.
But it's
Bob
warm.
gets a lot of those, I'm sure.
But it's warm, so I could take the good with the bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're having warm with the gloom. We've been having a lot of gloomy, and I'm just not used to it. I'm a Florida girl. I'm used to our blue, shiny, sunny skies. I can see how people can get, the
I mean,
seasonal affective disorder.
all week it's been down in the 30s, and ugh.
I saw that Passamaquoddy. Looks like a load of fun going into winter with the children getting
boy.
that. That's really scary because Hannah had it and they didn't know, well, not that specific one. She had walking pneumonia and they didn't know what it was. One doctor's like, oh, she's got a virus. One doctor's like, oh, she needs penicillin. It's like, penicillin? I didn't think people gave that out anymore.
Yeah. What is this, the 1970s all over again?
It's like a freaking horse pill. And my
Yeah.
poor child had like sores, like canker sores at the back of her throat. Turns out it was a really contagious walking pneumonia that even the nurses said in the hospital goes around the staff a lot, that they have to take Z-Packs when it's...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, It used to be penicillin was in the rump, needle.
Yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah. I've had that for strep. They will do that.
Yeah.
For
That's
strep,
why they used to treat strep was
Yeah.
with the syringe in the rear end with the penicillin.
It hurts like heck.
Mm-hmm.
No fun. So it must be intermuscular if it hurts like that.
No sitting down. Of course, you have to ride in the car to go back home.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember that with the vaccines, Bob, when they would get the vaccines in the butt and you would have to go home and the seats were really springy back then? It's horrible.
Remember
the boosters?
Remember the guns? Remember the guns they used to give a vaccination in the arm?
Oh, those things are terrible.
Was before. Yeah, they stopped doing that because they were scarring kids, I think, at the time.
Yeah, I still have one. I still have a scar on my shoulder.
That's crazy. There we go. I might put some up back there. Let me see. Oh, Bob always finds, I would have to say, he sent me a video of this lady.
Got my attention. I know what video that was.
I need to get a screen for this. I have. Hold on. I know it. Let me get some scissors and some. I have.
Well, hi, Dark Paul. What are you doing, buddy?
Is it fine? Hold on. Let me get it. So maybe then I can make one of those flutterfish for him. Mom, you go drink it real quick. Where are you going? Get out of our bedroom, please.
What's going on, Dark Paul?
Got your co-host back there, Barry.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you.
I think the heat is too much for him. He goes back there in the laundry room, sits on the dryer.
Oh, okay.
He spent a lot of time back there.
We'll do cooking a little bit.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to step out for a second. Throw some of my clothes in the dryer.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta make.
Malachi says.
You gonna make a flutterfish, Carol?
What?
You gonna make a flutterfish?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make a flutterfish for him. I get some paper though.
Aww. Where are you going, Dark Paul?
Yeah, I'm so excited to make bread again, but I haven't done it in so long. And I used to have a bread machine that made it easier. Okay, hold on, baby. I know he's excited. He saw the paper.
Hey, Malachi.
Come here. You want to say hi, Mr. Barry? Mr. Barry. Mr. Barry.
Hey, buddy. What you doing?
There's Mr. Barry right there. No, you got to wave over here. He's waving off camera. Here.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Oh, I love that smile.
busy guy right there.
He is a busy boy. Always.
God,
I think
he's
boys are
growing.
pretty much busy from what I've seen with him.
Seems a lot taller than the last time I saw him.
He is, and his feet, he just lost teeth, so his feet grew too. So I'm like, oh great. I think he's almost out of most of his shoes. Thank goodness I always try and get shoes ahead of time. All right, now I do this.
Passamaquoddy just reminded me too.
Shh, turn that down now. Turn it down.
The
Quick.
tuberculosis test.
Oh, the TB
It had
test.
that little thing. It had a bunch of needles on it. It left a
Yes,
scar on
that
your arm
thing
for a
hurt.
long time. Yeah.
Stung. Stupid thing
Mhm.
stung. Yep, I remember that.
Somehow I wound up on that dancing girls video. What happened?
Oh, I wonder how, Bob. That seems so unusual. I think I made the tail too small. I made a Jesus fish instead of a flutter fish. The tail has to be bigger, right, to do the flutter?
Wait a minute. I'm not looking at you right now.
Oh, I'm
Just give me a
sorry.
minute.
That's right. You got side boob going on over there. This is supposed to be a daytime show, Bob.
I just got distracted. That's all. Just a quick
Yeah,
distraction.
I don't know if it's going to work. Wait.
Yeah, you got to hold it way up high and drop it.
All right, I'm trying to.
He's
trying
only
to.
5 foot something, Bob.
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah.
does flutter.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm only that nice,
So
tall,
simple and easy to make.
5'2".
Yep. Mm-hmm.
A little bit, about, I don't know, 3 5-gallon containers high, just about.
The
And
nicest
stack
short
those-
ones spin really fast. Carol, the nice
Okay.
short ones, about that big,
me
they're
see.
very dynamic. Yeah.
But I mean, do I make
they're like
the
maple
connection
seed.
halfway? Like when you do the tail, do you do it halfway or do you do
Yeah,
it?
like that. Right, like
Okay.
you just now had it. Yeah. And then
All right.
cut about halfway on both sides, or, and put it together, stand up, and then throw it.
Okay.
You can even make them tiny too. The smaller they are, the more dynamic they are. The shorter they are,
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
think about that.
Uh-huh.
That would be cool.
They really
do
will.
that. Today we're making flutterfish.
They're like maple seeds.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're right.
You break them and they would
Yeah, they
spiral
will
down.
Yeah.
really
We call
whirl. Mhm.
Pulling
Yeah.
it out.
what we call them. Yeah.
Okay, be careful with the wire. Why don't you come on the other side where the wire is not? All right. I don't know how.
Wow. Where'd the day go? It's already 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go soon to do my.
Yeah, it's
I'm
noon
like-
here. Mhm.
I think I'm gonna. Now that we were talking about sausages, I think I want some kibasi. Stop that! You don't touch that. I might make some kibasi.
I'm not saying a word.
Making it from the freezer. I've got to get it out and defrost it, and then broil it.
Zip.
Delicious. I usually make it with like chopped onions and potatoes, like all on one sheet pan. It's so yummy. So
By the
yummy.
time I get there, it's gonna all be gone.
Yep,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yep.
Yep. Never any leftovers with that. We go through that really quick. Was it? I never had a scarf on
Uh-oh.
TV. I had to.
Oh shoot, the mail.
Oh yeah, I remember they used to do that if you were a caregiver or even teacher, or going to college past Passamaquoddy. We used to have that. Okay, well he ripped that one up really quick. Let me see if I can do a smaller, more dynamic one.
Yeah, and nice short one.
Yeah.
Yep. Make it wide and short.
Oh, wide
know.
and short. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Wide and short. We'll try that. Are you guys staying here for the holidays, you think? Or do you think you might pop over or once?
Oh, we're going, honey. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
Come hell or high water, we're going. Yeah.
Good.
We
Okay.
changed our plans already. We were planning on going to another island to start with and then go
Mhm.
to the home. And
With everything going on over there.
yeah. And finances for us too. We're not rich,
Yeah.
And so she said, what do you say? What do you say we don't go to Palawan? I said, yeah, I'm good, hon. Let's just go home.
Oh, sweet.
Just go home.
Now, is there any travel concerns with all the ships they're saying that are all over the other way?
Not sure yet. We'll have to find out when we get there.
Okay. Yeah, and then you'll give us an update anyway. With
I will. Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah. That's why I'm making sure my Filmora is up to date. My everything is up to date, so I can do some lives over there.
Cool.
Try to coordinate times, I guess. But whenever you see me come on, that's when I'm going to be able to go live up there. And
I forgot what is the timing like over there as far as your now 3 hours behind me on the West Coast.
Well, let's see what I'll do.
Right.
I'll just Google. I just Google
Oh,
time.
duh, I could Google it.
Time
It's the
in
age of Google. What are you doing?
Sorry about
Manila. Time in Manila right now is 4:05 a.m.
Okay. 4:05 a.m.
I quit doing the add 9 hours to subtract 7 hours, all that. It's like, just Google it. It's just right
Yeah.
there.
Right. Yeah. Right. Give yourself a headache.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
know, because the British relatives are 7 hours behind us. The Filipinos are like 9 or 12 hours ahead of us. It's loud. Just Google
Oh, Bob, I meant to ask you, what do
Mhm.
you think? I wanted to make snowflakes, but I noticed that people buy them already pre-soldered. What do you think I could use wire-wise and like solder it in the center to make the snowflakes? Like, what would be the cheapest way to go? I do have a soldering iron for doing
old
stained
steel
glass.
coat hangers. Old steel coat hangers.
Really?
Yeah.
Old steel coat hangers.
If you can find them, they're so hard to find nowadays. But if you
But I
can
mean, like,
find
go ahead.
if you find a bucket full of them at the thrift store, just grab them and then sand all the paint off of it, heat it up, and solder it. You know.
Okay. But I mean, the only soldering iron I have is the one for stained glass. Please don't do that. No, don't blow that in there. No, sir.
I got to admit though,
Nice.
when it comes to
Awesome.
soldering, I suck.
Yeah.
I gave up.
Oh,
I
really?
suck at soldering. I did have some luck in junior high with the propane torch and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was given away. I don't have that of my dad's. My dad.
Mhm.
Actually, no, I think his was acetylene. Acetylene?
Mhm.
How do you say that?
Acetylene. Mhm.
Acetylene. He
Yeah.
had that. And that was
I
given
switched to welding. It's so much simpler for me. I'm pretty primitive in the brain, you know.
No, you're not.
No, the thing is though that soldering, you have to get the metal just the right cleanliness and the flux and the right temperature. Otherwise, the solder will fly right off, and it's like, give me welding rod, melt the two together. You know, because you melt the solder, you don't melt the primary. Welding, you melt the two primaries together. You know, it's
Yeah.
like,
There's no extra
soldering.
steps. It's just like zip, zip.
Just clean the surface, ground it. You know, you're done. Yeah.
Passamaquoddy, I might FaceTime you when I go to make bread. I have to grind my wheat first, though, and that's going to be getting used to the manual one unless they decide to, they meaning my husband and daughter, get together and get me the grinder that I would love. It's a stone grinder. It's countertop stone grinder. But yeah, I've got to grind the wheat. And I found out too from watching, why do I have to say all of them? Watching professional bakers, they allow the flour to kind of rest that they grind, the fresh. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know if it does something with the gluten strands once they make the bread, but that kind of gluten supposedly is easier to digest because the wheat germ is still with the wheat and everything else is still intact rather than our shelf stable flours that we have here in the States.
Guess what? I just realized I could be dangerous. The wife isn't home and my pension is in the account right now.
Oh no, you could get a lot of stuff. Watch out.
I could get in all kinds of trouble. You're thinking about stuff. I'm thinking about getting into trouble.
Oh, Bob, you're going to get fired. You're firing her all the time. She's going to fire you.
It's happened more than once.
She's going to send you over to the brother-in-law. Like,
oh, that'd be a heartbreaker, wouldn't it?
Build a Filipina cannon and shoot you out of it. That's how
right.
you.
She's so smart. She's an engineer. She could probably make one, Barry.
Yeah, she could. My brother's a welder, so you know.
Better behave. Yep, better behave.
You want to tell me how something that came from Virginia, which is right next door to my state, could take a week to get here?
Yeah. There you go.
Seriously.
They did
two
that,
freaking cans of, refried beans Took
All
a
right.
whole freaking week to get here. By mail.
It is amazing how I don't. Okay, I'm gonna say I used to work in Chase
Here's the fancy
Manhattan's.
packaging.
It's Chase Manhattan's mailroom, and what you have when you're sending things out in a mailroom is codes. You screw up one letter, and it's going to a whole different hub
Oh
that
boy.
it was not supposed to go to. So I wonder if that's what happens with some of these mail rooms at, you know, the shipping departments. If they are like, oh, it's close enough. The number's close enough, just send it out. And then it ends up traveling the United States before it gets to you, Barry.
Well, Kay is my carrier. She said, I'm so sorry I didn't call you before, you know, I showed up, which she usually is at the end of the road going towards Randall's place.
Yeah.
She'll call me and say, hey, I got something for you, so meet me down at the bottom of the hill. She forgot about it because their truck is acting up again.
Oh, wow.
And so
What the? He heard something.
Yep.
wow.
Okay. You're right.
So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look on the side window here, but I think it might be Randy. But you know, it was. She usually tries to let me know, but I told her, I said, look, Kay, it's not your fault because Walmart has been screwing up a whole lot of orders. So
Yeah, they're busy season. They probably got new people in the shipping
she said,
department.
well, she said, I'm
I
just
guarantee you they do.
She said, I'm just letting you know our truck is messed up again. She said, that's why I'm driving around. So it's like,
yeah.
I'm like, why don't you just get rid of that piece of crap and order another one? She said, I wish it was that easy.
I think you mean November 3rd, right, Passamaquoddy? Because December 3rd, we're not there yet. That's
I got
2 more days.
something on email on mail on order from Amazon. I don't know if I'll use it or not. Some fart smelling spray.
Oh, well, that might be good for that neighbor lady that has.
Well, yeah, I was thinking pulling a prank on the family while we're going down the road.
Like in the car?
Reaction, and then just turn to one of the nieces and just look at her. Really? Did you really? See what kind of a prank I could get out of that.
Oh my gosh, they would be like so embarrassed. Oh, yeah. Can't imagine the girl.
I wonder what their reaction would be.
American girls would be mortified if you did that. I don't know. I thought you meant November 3rd.
Yeah. Y'all, I don't know what that was.
And thanks for I just took a picture of it, Passamaquoddy, of your directions. So
actually, it could have been another C-137 because they've been flying over here constant.
Wow, a whole month. Her yarn was traveling around for almost a whole month.
Oh my God.
Now that's a ding dong who did that, Passamaquoddy. That's the person who sent it.
Here's a little KP. Heathen, good evening to you, or good. What is it?
KP, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
Here's a tip for you too. If you ever order on Amazon or Walmart.com.
Yeah.
Pay attention to who is distributing the item that you're buying. Because it may not be coming from Walmart or it may not be Amazon.
You are right.
Yeah.
Vendors, because like I can open a business on Amazon.
Yes.
Or I can partnership with Walmart if I had a product to sell.
Yep.
And that means I could ship it whenever I feel like it.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't remember what it was I ordered.
It may not be 3-day delivery.
Yeah, that happened with Walmart. The person sent me a piece of cardboard envelope with a piece of cardboard inside. Ugh. And Walmart apologized, and they said they pulled the person off their website because I guess I was not the only one who complained about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Passamaquoddy said it wasn't the person who sent it. It was the seasonal USPS employees threw it in the wrong bin.
Oh, I missed that part. Okay. Yeah, because usually it's
ours.
Hey, GT.
Our post office just got a major upgrade. and they're having to really mind their P's and Q's up there. So there's like no room for messing up. And
Yeah, GT's laughing. Can you imagine opening your package up and they sent you a piece of cardboard? In your
Yeah,
cardboard.
I'd be real happy. Yeah.
I was not happy. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
How dare you?
This time of year, there a lot of the Amazon orders are coming in through private contractors and USPS because they're swamped.
Yeah, Amazon too will hire private contractors like us. Like if they're really desperate, they will.
They will. I've seen it.
Too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right.
Seen quite a few of them in the last 2 months that are private people driving their own car delivering for Amazon. But they get the job done. I can't complain.
Pat McCoy actually won stuff on Temu with us playing our games. Barry and I, she got Barry and I playing these games that you can possibly win prizes that you pick out. I mean, it takes a little while for sure, a lot of while, but free for just playing a game. There's plenty of games that people play and they never win anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bounce out of here, guys, because I'm gonna
call it in just a second too, because I'm cleaning up right now.
Go get a pack of smokes, and the coffee store next to the supermarket has got it's a privately owned place, and might get lucky, and the Chinese girl might be working the counter today.
Oh,
young Chinese American, yummy. Mister, for your eyes only.
Right.
Now she's the daughter of the couple who own the cafe or coffee shop, and they adopted her from China when she said doesn't even remember China.
Yeah, I don't. Do they even allow that anymore?
I don't know.
With everything going on in the world, I don't know if they halted those Chinese adoptions or not.
Well, I do know that they now are so gracious to allow their couples to have 2 children now.
Yes,
so gracious. Yeah.
I don't know what changed, but all those poor parents that
because they had too many senior males.
Oh, that's right. That's what happened. They got a generation that didn't have enough women. That's right.
And that's what they're living with right now. There's millions of single men who don't have a girl and don't have a chance of finding a wife. They'll have to go abroad or do without,
Yeah. You would think there would be a lot of inbreeding there, but maybe that's why they do that. Only one child, so there's not. I don't know. Because it's just such a compact country. It's a big country, but all the areas that have the people seem to be
I've been
really overpopulated.
I've been there and I've seen the people, and they're scared. They are afraid.
Well,
they don't talk to each other. They don't talk to the foreigners. It's sad. I mean,
it is sad.
It's sad.
Got them to that place where they're that controlled. Well, I thought about that too with the how they're doing a lot of stuff with drones in warfare now.
Yeah.
And tracking us, like if you don't do such and such or behave in such and such a way, we'll take you out.
The social credit score over in China. So you have a social credit score in China that if you if I was to speak out against their leader, I could lose everything I've got. All my money would be gone. I would have no access
financially to it. Ruin you first.
This is all digital. There's no physical yen going back and forth. It's all digital.
Super scary. Here's one of the places that's in bad shape. There's one that I made one time. It's got a little love. It's all sterling, but now of course I need to redo it. Something got pulled on probably by Malachi.
Well, I'm gonna go. I got money in my account. I'll go get some smokes and a pack and
behave yourself, mister.
Mister, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll see you later, Bob. Thanks for the inspiration. Here's my big thing of beads there.
Wow, that's huge.
That's not even all my beads. I've got them sorted too by color because I used to make little bead socks for Hannah when she was little. I used to
Oh.
crochet and put like a bead on and crochet. So she had them for matching all her outfits.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I sorted these a little bit. I started to. But these are my plastic beads. And I used to take them out when I would teach here. For a short time, I taught in my house, but yeah, it was just too much because the kids were bringing in germs here and Hannah was getting sick. Please put that back.
No.
Yes. And I get sick with my asthma and it's not pretty. So I have to be careful. But I guess I'm going to call it. It was a slow Friday. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate it. And Bob too.
No problem.
And Side chat. Thank you. And Passamaquoddy, thank you for the bread advice. I can't wait to make, some bread for my family. I did get this. Passamaquoddy, I don't know if you have one of these, but this is the latest thing that they say is so awesome for making like your own bread at home. It's called Pullman.
Yeah.
But this
I've
one
seen
is
those.
USA made, and you want to make sure that you buy the Pullman brand because now it says Pullman, but then it'll have some obscure Chinese name in front of it.
Oh,
At the top. Hey, good to see you, Shadow. That felt sweet. I hope your friend is doing better. That was just so awesome.
hello.
It's the story about his friend getting attacked.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.
Yes, I'm so sorry about that. But I was just about to end a Shadow. I've got to get busy over here, and I think
Well, just in time because they're just right up the road. So.
Oh, okay, perfect timing then. All right,
Yeah.
y'all have a really good day later on. Okay, 1 second. And later on tonight, I'm probably gonna go live. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. But at
Hi, Malachi.
11, say hi. All right, Curious George leads the band.
Hi,
Before I
buddy.
go off. Curious George leads the band. You sound good. All right, bye guys. Thanks.
See ya.
Have a great day. See you guys later. Bye. I almost hit the wrong button again. Bye.